Hello guys, today we're gonna be playing solo battle royale. Let's get into it. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna be showing you guys some good loadouts for builds and zero builds. We are gonna be doing two games, one in builds and one in zero builds, and there I am gonna be showing you each of my combos for Fortnite builds and Fortnite zero builds. Let's get into it. First off, we're in builds. So, for builds, I would recommend using the MK Alpha with the Havoc Pump and the Combat SMG. And I'm gonna show you why I like using the MK Alpha in this, and I think that in both builds and zero builds, the MK Alpha is essential to carry and is the most powerful AR of the season. If you've played in Chapter 3 Season 1, then you'll know that this is like the MK7, and it's still a really powerful weapon. Like, let's go. Okay, so we are gonna be landing Citadel, and we're gonna be landing at the top of Citadel. Well, then we'll get some weapons and then rotate down and use the zipline to jump down to the throne room area of Citadel. Okay, let's first find a weapon here. And here we have the MK Alpha. Now, let me show you why this is really powerful. And that's a really powerful weapon, like that guy just did right there. So, looks like our first game is over, and now it's time to get into zero builds. Now, if you've been watching my content, then you know that I'm a really good zero builds player, so this should be pretty easy. And for zero builds, I often land at Brutal Bastion or Shattered Slabs. Now, I'm gonna be doing a rotation strategy video for next video, so stay tuned for that video on Shattered Slabs. Now, there are multiple areas where you can land at Brutal Bastion. One area I would recommend is landing up on this mountain, since it gives you rotation over to Brutal Bastion, it gives you rotation over to here, it gives you rotation over to here. And also it has 3 test spawns, so it will get you a good amount of loot and will be easily able to rotate over to Lonely Lands or Brutal Bastion. Okay, so once you land on the mountain at Voodoo Bastion, you're gonna wanna try to, if you get a sniper, snipe people down in Voodoo Bastion. But if someone's landed with you on the mountain, then you're gonna wanna use the air cons to rotate over to Voodoo Bastion. Looks like we've got 3 chests here. And the jump shotgun is the best shotgun for zero builds. Okay, now we're gonna use the rotation from up on this mountain to rotate over to Lonely Labs. Okay, so there's some right down there. And this is gonna show you guys why the jump shotgun is amazing this season. That's why. Now we're gonna be running back one last match just to show you how good the jump shotgun is in zero builds. So let's get into it. For the jump shotgun can counter most close range weapons, like it can counter the SMGs this season, and it can also counter the Havoc pump shotgun. And the jump shotgun has a fast fire rate, but doesn't do as much damage on each shot as the Havoc pump. And the Havoc pump has a slower fire rate, but does more damage on each shot. So, depending on what shotgun you prefer, it's not gonna really matter, since both of the shotguns are really good this season. Although one tip I would say is, in like box fights and boat fights, use the Havoc pump shotgun, but when you're in zero builds, use the jump shotgun. Okay, so we're gonna be landing Mega City. If there are other people landing there, okay guys, looks like I'm having a major lag spike, so okay. As I was saying, if you don't have a major lag spike, and there's people landing near you, you can go glide on the dragon and rotate out. Now, you can also go for this launch pad over here. Okay, here we have the Maven Auto, which is okay this season. There are still better shotguns, but it's okay. Now, you're gonna wanna be carrying the Porta Forts a lot this season in zero builds. They are an exclusive zero build item and are the only ways to place down builds in this. So, you're gonna wanna be carrying those around. Now, over here, you can wham, rotate over the steam springs, and as I was saying, there were most likely not gonna be people here, like that guy that I just ran into. Also, you're gonna wanna be carrying the explosive repeater rifle in zero builds. Now, the explosive repeater rifle got a recent nerf, but it doesn't really affect zero builds since it does less damage to builds now. And it's super good in zero builds. Now with this, if you hit this is really good comboed with the augment bloodhound, which allows you to mark enemy players with it, which will then mark, once they mark the players, then it's over from there, and you can just track them with the explosive rifle, and once you track them, like, you don't even have to hit head on, and you can just hit near them for explosion damage, which is pretty good for that. So like, Bloodhound with the explosive repeater rifle is really good. Now, the explosive repeater rifle is especially good in my main landing spot, which you guys will know by now is the Citadel, and you should go check out that video on my main landing spot, which was my first video. Now, just trying to find a... Okay, I use the combat SMG and the normal SMG. Like, I don't have a preference, but I use them both about equally. And if I can't find an MK Alpha, I'll use the Flapjack with the explosive repeater rifle. And that's why the explosive repeater rifle is so good in zero builds. Now, this guy actually had the shotgun that we were looking for, the drum shotgun. Now, you can get this in mythic rarity, and that would be the best drum shotgun for the season. But you can also do really good with a legendary drum shotgun. Now, this has a damage of 62 per body shot, and it has a fire rate of 3. and it holds 12 bullets for each round, and has a reload time of 3.15 seconds. Now, that means if you hit most of your shots with the jump, like 4 of your shots with the jump shotgun out of the 12, then they're gonna be dead. So that's a really good weapon this season. Like that. Like this guy had the Maven Auto, and if you have the Maven Auto and you're going up against someone who has the drum, then the drum shot, then you're gonna lose to the drum shotgun. It's still the best shotgun overall this season. And has been the best shotgun since the start of the season. Now, you're gonna want to use these to traverse over through the jungle right here. If you can get stolen sprints, then definitely get it for rotating around the jungle POI, and for when you're in Shrouded Slabs. And I'm gonna be doing a video on that. So, also, you're gonna want to be carrying around a lot of shockwaves in zero builds. Shockwaves are really important in zero builds. Like earlier in this video, I showed you how you can shockwave and then hit someone with the explosive repeater rifle and just finish the fight quickly. And now we have the gold explosive repeater rifle. Now, you're gonna wanna be carrying an explosive repeater rifle in every single loadout for Season 3. That with the drum shotgun and the pistol, as well as either the flapjack or more useful, the MK Alpha, you'll be set for winning the match. Enemy 40. Here we go. Soaring Sprints. This is a really good augment this season, since if you use hawk flowers with Soaring Sprints, then it really rotates you far. And I'm gonna actually be talking about the benefits in another video, so stay tuned. And that's it for today's video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one.